Good night, Ivan Riley. Good night, Randy Bless. Bless upon a nice clean self. Yes. I see Randy asking, where did you get the poll? That's one of the thing. Sometimes we need to learn to read with understanding. We have to learn to read with understanding. Look at it carefully and see what I read. Let me show you what we. Sorry. Oh my God! I should take my water. Look at it. Look at it. Look. Politics Saturday with Guest Rohan Perry. Why PNP preparing for takeover? Look at the thumbnail good. It says the next PNP Dan Anderson poll. So we are doing an analysis over here tonight. So we did not say that, let me make it clear. We are not saying Dan Anderson done a poll. We are saying in our prediction, and we're going to go into that tonight. Good night, Sophia. How are you doing? Good night, Elaine. So I want everybody to understand that we did not say, I did not put on the poll, I did not put on say Dan Anderson came out with a poll. I said the next PNP Dan Anderson poll. And that's our prediction. And we're going to tell you why we are saying that tonight. So my guest and I will be divulging into it. We are saying that the next poll will show the PNP 48% to the GLP 27%. Why are we saying that? It's left for us to discuss tonight. So that's where we're going tonight. There are other things we're going to talk about, but we just want you to be mindful. That's where we're headed for tonight. Because there's so much life Jesus. We could not use tonight alone for talk about how many things that happen. How many something that happen, people. My God. Me say the mayor actually. Gillian, did I agree to Chelsea? Um, I saw the mayor. I saw the mayor of Montego Bay trying to come out to clear up why removing the posters. If you watch the video below, you will see it. He's saying that some of them were there from last year, and that's right. Let me say if they were there from last year, why you know when it's near to election you take them? You know, so this is politically motivated. And he might try to give some explanation. I'm gonna start a play it. Hold on. I'm going to play it for you. So you hear what he's saying. I try to build up the live, then I get the guests in. Um, I want you to listen to this explanation of the mayor and see if you can pick any sense out of, well, all time people say you pick sense out of nonsense. All right, so. And let me say as well that they are using the Rupa Act to justify what they're doing, then they are in breach of that as well. Because many of these signs, they were up from last year. Are you hear that? What caused why you never take them down from last year? The General Secretary asking what has changed. Nothing has changed more than the enforcement of the law. Now, well, hold on, Mayor. I'm trying to understand something. So, based on ROPA, you're saying that there's what 6 months before a pending general election that political parties can in fact install advertisements. Right, and that was particularly done to deal with the accounting of financing, campaign financing based on the understanding. So what would happen then is if you are doing political campaigning during that 6 months period, you are supposed to report everything that was contributed to you during that time. Was the TCPA speaks specifically to advertising. So it does not say how you advertise, it does not say the material that you use, you name it. So we have several things that we deem as things of concern where the advertising is got. Let me get back to the point that I was making first. So the pending election, which is
the date that is the election is announced, between that date.
It can't be when the election announced, because the election announced 6 months ahead of time. Nonsense.
And that is what we have
Lie.
for a very long time. In 10 years, I can't speak to the rest of the Irish. And after the election is done, then all signs are to be removed, and that is specific in the act. They're saying that the lead up to election, which they are now calling the campaign period, is also one and the same, the pending election and the ROPA explanation of the campaign financing reporting period. That they are one and the same, and that is what they are using. But I'm saying that even if they are using that one, these signs have been up from last year, so they would have reached it from that time. But that is not the concern now. The concern now is that they started to increase these signs right across the city of Montego Bay, and to the point where they started to use a revenue board, where we have designated them for art, for the promoters who have their parties, their events. We built them for that purpose, and we realized that they start taking over those spaces, and that is untenable. So that is what caused us to say, you know what, remove them, or we will remove them for you. And we gave a week's notice for them to be removed. Nothing was done. So we started the process. We took them down. So in the act as well, and we are going back to the TCPA now, it says that if there's injury to the amenity of the locality, or if there is...
I understand where I understand where me I try. Well, I cannot try to one bag of foolishness. Anyone don't understand how the mayor try to explain why them at pull down the sign them? Can anybody tell me? Somebody on the live explain. You understand what you hear him talking about? Don't type in them and tell me if you don't understand. Because I don't allow him start to mix up himself. He start to mix up himself. Anybody? Don't come over here with any kind of out-order behavior here, because I'm not going to tolerate enough on my channel. Alright, so that is, nobody now answer me. You not hear me? Well, let me know if you not hear me, because I don't know that's so quiet. But asking if you don't understand what he's saying, but you don't answer me at all. Alright, we have a long way to go tonight, because we have a lot of things to discuss. I don't want to stay here all by myself. Let me see if my guest almost ready. Let me see if I'm ready. Hello, Mr. Perry. You ready? Are you ready? Use the. Yeah, I'm a little kind of where you're going. All right, join them. Let me see if it is disturbing or what. Huh? Go ahead and join in and let me see if it is disturbing. If it is disturbing, then.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Use the last link that I sent you. And some of them sitting them in the like with them at Jamaica, you know. When them outside I play them music and I can't take them sometimes they don't have no concern for their neighbor or nothing. They just turn up their music and make a whole heap of loud noise. Oh, you have a net problem? Randy Bless, you know, I don't think you get it good what the topic is saying. Mr. Perry will come on and explain. We are not saying that a Dan Anderson poll came out and says that. We are saying the next Dan Anderson poll Didn't I add him? Okay. All right. Good evening, Mr. Perry. How are you doing?
Giving God thanks and blessed. And how are
I,
you?
I am good, and it's indeed a great privilege and a great honor to have you joining me back this evening. It's so good to have you.
Sure. Good night to all those who are on the live. Nice having you again with us one more
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. I started hear a lick or something, but I think we can go ahead as long as if anything you can send me a message. And I'm not hearing it disturbing. But I can hear a sound, but you're not hearing the word in that much. So I
All
think
right.
yeah.
All right. If the listeners are having problem with it, then please feel free to let us know.
All right, so let me ask those on the live. For those who are on the live, please type in. Is Mr. Perry okay? Are you getting noisy feedback? Let me know. Type in the comments so we can go along. Let me know if you're hearing any disturbing sound in the background of Mr. Perry. Chelsea is saying yes.
How disturbing it is, Chelsea.
Albert said, okay, Mr. Perry. Kim Amy said, Mr. Perry is good. Janet says yes. So different persons are hearing it differently. Not perfect, but let's see. All right, time comes it's not perfect, but let's see.
Yeah, somebody having a birthday party, you know, don't want to really um ask them to, when I ask them to, I just tell them I'm being alive, so they say they're going to try and turn it down as best as they possibly
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we know. So anyway, again, I said thank you for joining. Now I want you to explain because persons are writing it distortion, but might be my net. Oh, I'm not sure how it going. I know there's something I get problem. Chelsea saying I'm getting a feedback in the background. Ketiana said liquor, but it can go on. Yeah, I think me I hear it. I think me I hear it now. Um, because copyright made up on their music. Um, I wish I could have find a little space where you could have
I'm just restricted to my home, and there's no way in my home. This is probably the furthest I can be away from it now.
the furthest that can be away from it.
Yeah, boy, it's still have taken look at me up to. Hold on there, the selector. Yes, sir.
So that's one of the thing with the like with Jamaica, the people them and turn up their music loud in a man. Cause when me notice with some people, especially live a certain area, them just why? They just turn up their something and just no know say them a disturb people. I hate that behavior them, say man.
Because I like the other on YouTube, what it affect. The music, it affect it, yeah, man. So they comment on it. They must say, we're asking the top, and they say, yes. I try it on some more. Yeah. But you talk that.
Good night, Barbara. How you doing, sweetheart? Kim on, how you doing, sweetie? You hear the music too? Yeah, because I see I don't want the music become the problem. I'm trying to save them and send me the
Alright. So the
loading.
selector came himself to check it out. He realized same of us still trying to turn it down a little.
Yeah, we could see if we can go on. Let me hold on first though. Let me look if they let me let me check my email. Let me check the email. As a matter of fact, yeah, I know, I know. I make sure I check the email. Let me see what I'm going. Because when I directly play it, but they would have give me a warning still, come on. I mean, wouldn't really like this happen at this time with my channel at all because I'm gonna cry.
Good night, Kimon.
And this a phone right there. I not hear it much now.
No, they just turned it off a while ago, but I don't know what is the conversation they're having up there.
All right. Ilian is saying not music, just a screening sound. Yeah. So you don't really hear the music per se. Yeah. So they would know saying me I play the music. This so all right. Make we say where we can go. We don't know far we can go. We're gonna just go till when we can't go no more, right?
Sure, sure. I
Yeah.
think they turned it down. I don't know how long they're going to keep it at this volume, but this
Yeah.
volume is quite okay.
All right. So
Let's start.
first I want you to explain because as I came on, I see a message saying I don't want the people to misunderstand the heading. It is not that a done and the support poll has done, but we are speculating that the next poll, this is what we are going to see because we are seeing what the activities on the ground and what is going on. So can you explain that to them for me?
Right. We want to give reasons why the next Don Anderson poll is going to look like the projection that was displayed.
Can you give a reason why you get to that conclusion?
There are more than one reasons, and that's the basis for our discussions tonight. All right. So prior to the debate, there was a 5 percentage point. I think the PNP was about 35% to the JP 30 points.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Um, so when we seriously look at the events after the debate, or let us say beginning from the debate onward, we realize that the Jamaica Labour Party is really getting a beating and they are turning off quite a bit of the uncommitted voters. And it is this turning off of the uncommitted voters that is going to cause a swing towards the PNP. And what the Jamaica Labour Party is going to be have left is just their diehard base that are going around with this whole lot of noise and third term, you know, ambitions and hopes. So the many things that are happening in the constituencies, in the party, on the social media blogging sites among the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are indicators that there is a falling off, and this will certainly benefit the People's National Party. The most pressing thing is the whole water thing that Jesse James came forward. This concerns our health,
Yes.
and we don't want anybody to play with our health.
No.
And I don't understand how is it that the Ministry of Health is going to tell us that this water that has been contaminated with CO whatever is safe to drink and we don't need to boil it. Yet still you are telling people who are swarming the chicken in Portmore not to eat it. I say a double standard thing there.
It have to be a double standard.
Yes. The water is as contaminated as the chicken. And so none of them should be consumed.
I believe I may have a little different view than you on that. I would think the water is more contaminated than the chicken.
And that you could be perfectly correct.
Because why I say that the people are saying that they were frozen. That's I am not there, I'm not sure, but from what I'm seeing on TVJ News and what they're saying, they are saying when they get them from the container, they were frozen.
Yeah, my only concern with it is just that I am not quite sure about this chicken. I don't know if it's a setup, I don't know what. And if I was the government, knowing that the people would have taken the chicken to various places. I would have gotten hold and at least one or two of the chickens and take it to a lab immediately and test it to really see if there are any foreign substance or chemicals or harmful thing in the chicken. I would have tested it myself as the government just to be sure.
Definitely, from all what is happening from, and I have a little. I'm not trying to stray from a point, but I'm not a judge. I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything, but I am of the view that there is more than chicken to this story. I am of the view that something mysteriously happened because if all would how people know say the container down there with the chicken them that they reach there before them then the fries, right? Somebody must tell somebody who was the first person to go to that container. We're not going to know that. But all we know is that nothing else never in the container.
There are there's a possibility and we have to just assume it could be drugs, pie and money, cash. You understand? And so whatever chicken was in the container might just be a small, minute to the valuables that was taken off before the people raided the container.
Yeah.
It is clear that the container did not nobody forced entry into the container. So
No,
it is
no.
obvious that something came off the container before it was spotted. You understand? And these are the sort of things that happens when a government is not in full control of its border.
Another thing about the container that I look at too. Good night, Clive. Good night, Vian. Another thing that I look at also too, to the location of where that thing is. Could they, would it, if it would drop off out in the sea, would it be easier that that would sink than it would be the wave would bring it so strategically to that specific location?
It is just, you know what, I just don't know what to say, but all I can say that it caused for much speculation that this could be a distraction, as somebody has placed it there, from the real issue. And so they have taken off whatever values they have transported and leave the chicken to cause a distraction. So the distraction will take people away from what the real issues are. So it could mean a lot of money had come into the island. It could mean drugs had come into the island. It could mean um, money had come into the island, or a combination of all three. It could
Yes.
possibly be something that is attached to the election. It could mean something that comes into fund an election. There are so much speculation, so many things to speculate.
I, me love to speculate. Out of the three that we have concern about, in my judgment, I believe a more pie because they are making so much at the wharf. I think a pie. You listen to me now. We are just assuming. I believe a pie.
But Pai is like Jerry and Neville. It's three things packed together in one bottle. Pai always accompanied with drugs and cash.
Well, you could be right.
Yeah, they
So,
are one.
something.
Mhm.
Ilian is saying they were recalled because of contamination of being frozen. Does not alter the food poisoning.
That's right.
Me,
So the
me,
fact
me,
that they
me,
were
me
frozen.
personally know say me never eat the chicken, so me know that the chicken group.
And I hope and pray that whoever consume it, it will not hurt or damage them, because it might just be out of genuine need why they were forced to eat it. So I
Yeah.
hope and pray that it will not bring much damage to the people. But I can't hope and pray with this water thing. The government needs to step up on removing that high level of contamination that is in the water
Yeah,
that is coming to our pipes. And sometimes we see breakout among our children and we are not quite sure as to the
yeah,
source of these breakouts. And bear in mind, in 2019, 2020, during the COVID, when we were restricted in our homes, there was a night when I just did not have any water because I normally go in with my bottled water, but I think I had exhausted that and was still thirsty and wanted water. And I was afraid to go on the road because we were under curfew. And
oh,
when I went to the pipe and turned it on and put my hand there, I literally was smelling gutter from the pipe.
wow.
Gutter, and I'm not lying because I came on a radio program and I expressed my disgust at it, and I had to force myself and go on the road and get a bottle of water.
Well, I
Fortunately,
want to as I talk about that. I want to show this. Look at this.
In my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water. And I can assure you, here in Mobile, those in Kingston, those anywhere in Jamaica.
No, let me pause it. Let me pause it. Let me pause it right there. You see how this government is naive. You see this water that they're drinking from the bottle is a different process the bottled water go through than the water that you just turn on at the pipe. The water where in that bottle is not the water where you turn on at the pipe and get. And this is a big deception. This is deception by the highest level. What's the Prime Minister do? Big deception. Not true. It is not true.
The scientists and technicians
It is not true. No, hold on.
And the
People on this live. This is the biggest lie. Boy, I don't know, Mr. Perry, I don't know what we really are into, because if this will continue, the water that you're seeing them drinking in the bottle is not the same water that we pull the pipe and get. It is processed. Listen to me. They treat that bottle water differently. Me not ask nobody, me I tell you. So I like them just turn on the pipe and full the bottle them and do like that. It is not true. The water
all
is
I can,
filtered.
all I
Some of the
can
water
say,
that we're getting through the pipe. I bet you tell them carry the Jamaica people go show them where these bottled water are processed. If they just turn on the tap and full up the bottle then.
boil your water, gentle people. And if you want to put a little garlic in your water, put a little garlic and drink.
This is
Don't
the
just
height
leave
of
the pipe
deception,
and drink
man.
the water.
Why you not turn on the pipe out there and drink it and it make we say I can take bottled water to make a demonstration to tell us the Jamaica people say.
in my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water. And I can assure you, here in Mobile, those in Kingston, those anywhere in Jamaica, the water from NWC is safe to drink and is the envy of many of our Caribbean neighbors and is in high demand right across the world. And it's the reason, or one of the reasons rather, that Minister Bartlett uses when he goes to lobby for more ships to come for cruise terminals. Because they come and buy Jamaican water because foreigners trust our water. Let us all here and take a sip of the NWC's.
Jesus, man. Hey, me no know, so no, me no know it's Jamaica people,
Sean,
and some people they sit down and clap in the way. The point about the water that having E. coli is not the water in the bottle because they process that water differently from the one we run through the tap.
until they're
The,
not drinking that water with that high level
so,
of E.
and then the
coli.
bottle of the country, when I go, make me carry on go one pipe. Me no want on carry, me no want on go one special plate. Make me carry on go one plate. Me carry come on my yard and turn on my tap on a drink and make the whole world see.
When they're
But
walking, you see,
bottled water or processed water, they filter those water differently because they know that they have to do them for export. And they know that they will be tested, and everybody are taking water and they test it before they send it out to them people. So you can't use that now. I come before people and say, "Are the water from the NWC?" It's not that water having E. coli. I can assure you that if they test the bottled water, there's no E. coli in the bottled water. That
you
is a
see,
deception to the nation.
when they're on their political tour in Kingston and St. Andrew, especially in the rural part of St. Andrew, the people should invite them in their homes and say, Mr. MP, take a drink of this water out of the pipe
They're
because they're
not
not
drinking.
drinking those water.
They will never drink it. I'll come before people with bottled water. I can talk about
Foolishness.
NWC water
Now you
from
can
the
trick
top.
people.
Yes, from the top, but it is processed and filtered.
Shameless Chelsea. Government
I,
has no
Delano,
shame.
I would have liked hear Delano when we us about this water and say if them attack the truth.
Good night, Delano.
The government is so deceptive. We say if them not stop this thing, man. Because now they don't want to look like say I like people at it. It was about the bottled water. It's about the water coming through the line, the pipeline. Delano is saying hello to you.
Yes, Delano. Blessed night, my brother. You see, let me tell you something. Estina, good night. Estina time, good night. People don't want government to play with their health. And this Angela government has been
No,
doing this.
no, even the minister of water, in my Manchester Muda, what they should come out and say to the people, look what they going to do now. I tell you that the same water will come from the top. Yes, and the same water, but the water they want to put in a bottle, want to purify it more. It mark, look on the bottle where mark, purified water. So it's not the same water we run through my tap that is in the bottled water. And we need the opposition to come out and come make the distinction to the Jamaica people. Make them people stop walk and tell lie, man.
It is the
The
water
water
they
in the
use.
bottle that they are drinking, people, is filtered, it is purified. Yes, and the same water that comes through the tap, but it is, what you call it now? Good night, George. It upset me, see, man.
Good night, George.
I like what you're saying, Michael. They are promoting bottled water when nobody don't know about because we not even know say NWC have bottled water. And when I saw it, I said, hold on there. Let me look like me can see what it look like. Because me, I forgot look for this water. Because all me the other rest of water, then me know them. Because I buy bottled water. Let me look back more. And
Technicians at the Ministry of Health. In my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water.
I know we never sure it good. Make sure all the lie and shit. Hold on now.
In my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water. And I can assure you, here in Mobile, those in Kingston, those anywhere in Jamaica,
There's a lie and shit.
is safe to drink.
As a matter of fact, and a lot for me, them attack, and whether they may have water problem or not, me drink tap water straight. If me have to drink it, me go boil it. So I don't really me them attack. But it's the people that want to understand and come out now and promote it. But and I tell you people they say, and this come from the top and God in a heaven where shine the sun and fall in rain no say that through them attack. This water is purified.
This water commission thing certainly will swing a lot of undecided and uncommitted voters away from the governing Jamaica Labour Party. This is a big, 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 big scandal.
Oh, Vian is saying Jesse is challenging them. People on the line, they say the bottled water that they must show, it's purified water. Even if you NWC water, that water is dealt with on a different level because that water has to be whatever they do. It's not the same type of water as when you turn on the top of your yard.
Mr. Panton saying wasn't
And
going to drink.
Lady
Was
said it is not on the market, it's for their workers. NWC do Ian Eels of Divisional Conference in Friendship Division tomorrow. He
will
will
deal
deal
with
with
me.
them. I must look at it. Tomorrow is a very interesting day in politics in Westmoreland,
Mhm.
Western.
Yes, yes.
So people, when I see, what hurt me, so when I sit down, so I look at it and I say, oh, some people did their clap. I say there's a set of people now when I understand. I say, but then I only come out and I say water not good. And then I say the same water will come through the tap. But back they miss out to tell you that is the water from the tap where they purify a bottle. God Almighty, man. People for the live on the talk. Mr. Perry talk, because me can't even, them people are just upset my spirit. But tell you, at the end of the day, so I'm going to stop the politics, The reason for stopping is I am finding that it is upsetting my spirit, and I must not allow my spirit to get upset. Because these type of behavior and lying lips, I can't tolerate it.
The Jamaica Labour Party is allowing more and more people to find them out.
Well, when somebody at the live, that's the same question we asking Phipps. Why never just go to the pipe and drink the water? Then drink it from the bottle and then go and turn on pipe and show a pipe. Them is a hypocrite, man. And I hope Jamaica people are open on the eye, man. Enough is enough now. We can't continue with it. When you have the head of government is so naive against your people. You don't love we. You don't love we. You don't really love we. Because should I not take up for and say, all right, whatever things to be settled, we're going to get it put in order, people. Don't worry, sir. We're going to make sure the water is treated properly and all of that. You were all on that, take it on politics. I want to downgrade Jesse James to make it look like the young man a tell a lie. And I could come out with fabricated water. I say it's the same water come from the pipe tap. Well, you then go on pipe tap and go drink it from the pipe tap and make we see.
It's like a student say 1 plus 1 is 3, and you put it on the calculator. Kind say no, it is 3, and you say no, it is 2. And when you put it on the calculator, and the calculator say 2, we must cause the calculator.
Well, let me answer now, Mr. Perry. Let me answer now, Morris Thomas. You better stop the politics because it may send you to hell. Let me answer it. You want me to answer it, Mr. Perry? Should I answer?
Go ahead.
All right. Let me tell you one, Morris Thompson. I figure your name represent a male, so I'm going to judge you tonight by saying you're a male. And if you're even not a male and you're a female, the same goes for both. You know what I'm going to make my we call L? Talking politics is not what going to send me to L. You know what going to send you to L? Lying lips. You know what the Bible say about lying lips? Lying lips is an abomination unto God. So you see, like how them come out and come fabricate lie with the water, and them are going to go hell and me. And the truth, me I try to show the people them, and the lie me I tell. Because me and them know well. So the water in the background of the same water will come out of the pipe tap. The water where them are showing in the bottle is a purified water. That means it got through a different type of process after it come out through the tap. So I don't know how you're going to come here and tell me about it might send me to hell. You know where I'm going to send it to hell? I'm going to, I'm going to behave myself tonight. I'm not going to tell you that. Good night, Daily Omar. If I tell you that tonight, somebody will send me to out order, so I'm not going to say, control myself. If they can't be honest in important things now, do they honestly believe they will be getting trust and the majority vote from the Jamaica electorate? I that me want to arena. Every day that man hurt. All right, so Estina and me are the same situation about hurting spirit. Morris Thompson, politics is a must and truth shall make you free. Thank
That's
you,
right.
David. Continue my host. Continue my guest. So let me take up your time tonight.
No, man, that's okay. Another thing that I want to touch on is this reach work,
Yes,
and
yes,
in,
yes,
in
yes, yes,
particular what happened in St. Thomas.
yes.
Auntie, you see, as leaders, we have to be visionaries. We have to be wise. We have to know what we're doing. We cannot make the good that we set out to do evilly spoken about it because of how we go about doing things and the intention we have behind doing it.
Yes.
Now we know we have two tier of government. We have the local government run by the mayor and the councillors, and then we have the central government run by the prime minister and the member of parliament.
Yes.
Now you decide to implement a reach program and you decide to fix some roads. Some roads you decide to fix that are under the umbrella of councillors, some are under the umbrella of member of
Yeah, the
parliament.
municipal corporation. Yeah.
So for a fair and nice way as our PJ parties will do it and we don't have any problem and you see Labour and PNP working and no problem. What is for whatever role is for the councillor, you will make sure that the council is a part of that.
Sure.
Whatever role is for the member of parliament, you make sure that the member of parliament is a part of that. Don't use it as a political crocus bag to gain political points. So when this lady here, Charles, go up there and is fixing a road that falls under the purview of the municipal and under the responsibility of Miss Rosemary Shaw, how on earth that could be done without Miss Shaw be a part of the whole thing?
And I notify the council.
So in other words, you are trying to produce violence. This is a violence production activity.
It is.
And I'm wondering if the Prime Minister understands what he's doing, or if he's deliberately doing these
And when the
things to
wall of them
erupt
plan to come
violence
here, say
in the
Rhoda in a
country and
central
to delay the
Manchester.
election.
Rhoda in a central, I do the same thing, but me see the mayor come out and them and I do what them have to do. I said they wouldn't do what they do because the PNP have more council seat than them. It's very go, but they have reach and spark. I make the MP them I do the work so that the mayor that so that the council then have nothing to do in order. Them I use every means. I mean every single means.
This Prime Minister needs to be sentenced to political hell.
I agree with you.
Seriously, he should never be given an opportunity to go back into politics.
His name should even be on the list, but people forgot vote for him too.
We need, and you see,
At the time, and that, I mean, I cut in as we talk about him name. You know, see where now them a come object, say, one of the man that is appointed now to the Integrity Commission. They object it because him is long-term friend of Dayton Campbell. Address that for me.
so the director of corruption that refused to charge Andrew Holness, she know some relatives of some person in the
Just some
JP.
relative to one of MP account to where we here, allegedly.
So what you want? You want just people who are enemies to work? What about what is the fact? If somebody has integrity, it doesn't matter who you have as friend. Are you saying that this person doesn't have any JP friend?
I don't know, I know. But if that is a concern, why we should have concern when him wife a speaker, he also am a prime minister?
Rubbish that claim. What about the man that in put in housing and all sort of thing that is in long time business partner?
And when the integrity commission says a conflict of interest, what them say? A business partner for a long time.
They
Good
only
night,
speak when
Pat.
it suits them.
Somebody said, what about the man when they in winter? I saw that too. That him have some affiliation with somebody that too. But we can't judge people on that merit for a job. Because any all you take is some PNP and some JLP. Have to mix up in a something. And look at me. Me's a PNP supporter, but right around in my community, I live in a strong JLP area. But me and everybody a friend. I mean, I go say my neighbor dead for hunger because my JLP, me now go give him some. So I let me something a foolishness. And if this is the way we want to continue, we're not going to have a better Jamaica. We're not going to love, we're not going to have no peace.
What
Because
I
you're not
am
supposed to be judged by the merit of PNP and JLP when you submit we are going to be judged according to what the laws of the Integrity Commission guide the people them in it. This is one bag of nonsense, man.
Good night, Pat W. Bless you. Auntie, what I am picking up on the ground since the budget to now, there is a swelling support for the People's National Party.
I am
So,
getting that feedback.
and this is coming after the latest Dan Anderson poll that showed us at a 5% lead. I am picking up a swelling in support. The rivers are swelling for the People's National Party in areas that I wasn't even expecting the
Yes,
rivers to
because
swell.
I can attest to the fact of what you're saying because we can see that even South Trelawney is swelling.
Yes.
South
The real,
Trelawney is swelling. I remember we were saying from afar, we are watching it and we would not try it. But if you watch right now, you're seeing young people are run behind
Paul Patmore.
Patmore and coming out a campaign with him. Some of them I said them are labor right and then I go back for labor right. The line or law.
Paul Patmore will be having a function somewhere in Constant Spring Road on the 4th of May. I will be there, and I have already linked up some of my family members in Albertown who we are going to be meeting for the very first time. So I tell you, this thing is swelling, and I am not going to be surprised if the table is turned in that constituency. As I said, I am picking up some things, and I'm not necessarily picking up these things from PNP supporters. I'm picking up things from persons who are leaned towards the Jamaica Labour Party. And over the years, they have supported the Jamaica Labour Party. And what I'm hearing from them, especially with things happening from after the debate, is saying to me that PNP is indeed widening this lead. And by the time the next Don Anderson poll is out, the People's National Party will be way ahead by 13 percentage points or more.
So that is the reason why we come here tonight to say good night, Lloyd, East Portland. Oh, you're from East Portland. That's why we are saying tonight that the next Dan Anderson poll, we are going to see a surge, a bigger surge. And the more we get closer to right now, if you look on the big divide when they have in a Westmoreland, what is your take on it?
Well, you see, I don't take nothing much from it because I have already locked the Western Parish, particularly Hanover and Westmoreland for the People's National Party, and nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party can unlock that door. It has already been locked for the
So
People's
what you're
National.
saying, if James win tomorrow, James can unlock the door.
Whether James win or Wilson win, it doesn't matter. In fact, James and Wilson going in a battle spells destruction for the Jamaica. Their final nail has gone into the coffin because it is a division now.
But that's why they must say that's why they want to take out more land for put in James because James we can wrap up A and 8.
There are some Labourites who will not vote for James. There are some Labourites who will never vote for a turncoat. Never.
I saw
And there
them
are
throw
some,
stone in a car. You know, so them throw stone in a car.
right. And there are some loyalists to Moreland who will never vote for James. So
That's true.
it is bitter medicine whichever wins, whoever wins. It's bitter medicine for the Jamaica Labour Party in that constituency. Whenever you see a challenge so intense, you know it spells trouble for the party of the challengers,
So close to the election.
especially so close to the election.
Yeah.
With an
Good night, guys.
internal, especially with an internal poll showing that the People's National Party candidate is by over 20 percentage points leading.
Yes, the poll is saying A and A says. So now we're gonna know if Renisha Philip will come out the other day from talking about more land. This is what she said. Moreland, when they do the Moreland was ahead of Garfield J. So tomorrow we will hear by 5 o'clock at win 4:35.
She has poisoned the party because she went down there and instead of playing a neutral role, she went down there to take a side and to put wood in the fire. And that's not helping the party, nor helping the Jamaica Labour Party winning that seat. So she is destroying the chances for the Jamaica Labour Party when she went down there and take side. She was supposed to go down there and pull the two factions together and speak in a
No,
neutral
but she
tone.
can't. No, you not gonna wait there, Mr. Perry, because she's
That
campaign
campaign manager.
manager for Wilson.
Right. So she took the wrong job. She took the wrong job. She should have taken a unifier role because she is a former PNP with the two PNP man them, and then now she's now a JLP. So she needs to play a neutral role. She's not supposed to play in a campaign manager role unless she's a campaign manager for the candidate who's selected to go up against the PNP person, but not campaign manager against another JLP and then coming publicly
Oh
to
yeah,
make
yeah, yeah. Me get your point. Me get your point. Yeah. So she says she was called by Moreland to come and be her. She shouldn't take it. So she should have more go ask to bring them together to fight against the PNP if she did mean any well. But now she take a side and cut out
Mm,
James and Ian Miles. So
yeah.
you know it's like in.
That's breeding more division and faction. So that should be her approach. You don't need no campaign manager for that matter. What you need is a unified manager to unify the party around one candidate because election is very close and near. So they are just duns
So any little chance where they may have it is out the window.
out the window and they really never have any chance. So you know how remote their situation is now.
Yeah, so we definitely declare Western Westmoreland tonight for the People's National. We
You
affirm it.
declare,
We
you
are
declare them in Westmoreland.
reaffirming that Western Westmoreland is signed and sealed for the People's National Party. I wonder if Delano will answer the question tonight. Delano, I wonder if you want to answer that. Biani said that they keep Oles and the JLP is praying for some sort of destruction or violence to delay the election. Jamaica
Yeah.
need to pray to keep the country under protection and deliver. Me know them are there wishing for aperture right now. Yeah. So we see that.
That is sealed.
All right.
That is, it's just that there are some
Okay,
streets.
at least the line honest tonight is a possible. Still,
There
it's
are
still
some streets
listen up. The line still no want to say yes and here not possible.
looking more likely for PNP. Okay, so this is what I am saying, Auntie. Seriously, based on Delano comment, I'm saying I have been hearing from a lot of other persons who were inclined towards the JLP. In recent time, let's just say for the past month or so, there has been a swelling support for the PNP, not necessarily that they say that the PNP is the party, but they are really moving away from the Jamaica Labour Party because the Jamaica Party, the Labour Party is really making themselves into a puppy show party, one who is not fit for governance.
Which brew is not the count of the seat, it's the percentage we are dealing with. We are saying the last Dan Anderson poll show that the PNP is 35 and the JLP 30. So it's 5 points ahead. And we're saying the next Dan Anderson poll, that's what we are here discussing, and we're discussing the reason why we are predicting that the next Dan Anderson poll will show the PNP 48% to 27%. The JLP will lose 3%. We will advance. And the rest will be for the undecided. It's out of 100, it's not out of 63.
Right. It's out of 100. So this 48 plus 27 represents a 75%. The 25% is allotted to the uncommitted and those who
uncommitted. So I think you come in and you didn't understand what we are dealing with. So I'm just try to explain it to you.
welcome, witches, bro. Always nice to have you on a Saturday.
Yeah. So can we firmly go through and say, I see this guy we named Craig Oates. I try for down a Western and over going like he want campaign for Labour, right? Have you been seeing that? What is
Yes,
your view
true.
on it?
I did some inquiry on him. He has little or no influence to change the momentum of what is happening in Hanover right now.
Yeah,
He
no,
just
coming there,
trying
yeah,
to
you're
put
right. Coming
some,
there really see no crowd around him.
yeah. He
So we
is
so
trying to
so we are
trying
going to
to take a
we are
different.
we are discussing and we're actually declaring again. So we're going to declare Western Hanover. Again, we're reaffirming Western Hanover for the People's National Party tonight.
Both seats in Hanover.
Both seats.
Yeah.
Western and Eastern and Westmoreland Western. Now I'm hearing another little gossip that some is saying for Central Westmoreland we may have some little issue. What is your view? Because I'm not going to discuss it. I'll tell you after here. Um, I see them with it that with Dwayne Vaz and one of the counters, she named what the Chinese woman name again?
Miss Chin or Lin.
Archong, Archong, something like that.
Yeah,
But I
Miss
never
Chong.
follow them. Yeah.
No,
What you think? So
I
what you
haven't
think?
heard any.
What you
I
think?
haven't heard anything lately about them, but we are smart in that area. And so if there's a need for a change, that will happen. If there is no need for a change, we won't see a change. But I would not expand on it. You understand, or try to blow it out of proportion. If it is serious where it requires a change will be made. But if that is not necessary, that will happen. But I don't see a change happening before
All
the
right.
election.
And you don't see a change. So now that we clearly know that because the last time we spoke about it, it was not firmly if it was George right. So now that we know that it's George right up against Dwayne Vaz, how are you seeing it?
George Wright, well, he's not my favorite candidate, respective of which party he represents. I don't think he is suitable for the parliament, like many other aspirants. Um, but the
Oh,
momentum in Westmoreland alone will defeat George Wright and his negativities.
all right. The ladder is saying PNP need to make headway in St. James and St. Anne.
That is so true.
Uh, All right. So answer him for me.
That is so true. And as it is now, we only between those two parishes we only have one seat. Jamaica
So we
Labour
have
Party.
no.
In those two parishes, in St. James and St. Anne together, we only have one seat, and that is Lisa Anna's seat.
Thank you,
The current,
Anthony.
yeah,
One minute. Good evening, Drew Fall. Good evening, Willie Dan. Uh, who else me never greet? Time coming saying I liberate them and make it pop again. And then me really hear with the attack for true. Me not tell no lie, then me hear with it on TikTok. Kitiana, that's what I'm here. But what I am here learning, and we can see that something is happening in St. James. Let me tell you why you can know when something is happening on the ground. When I see the mayor going to the length and breadth to take down the posters them
and
and the
under pressure.
banners, that's a
He's
clear
under pressure.
indication because its explanation of the place at the beginning of the program is that they were there from last year. Why would they be there from last year and know that we are less than 6 months to the election? You take them down now. So those little things you can see when you see them something, you know say something are going on the ground, you
Swelling,
know.
Auntie,
What's
there
what's
is
swelling
swelling
about?
support for Janice Allen.
Yeah.
Swelling support. And I did not have her as one of the declared seats for
I
the
know you
People's
never have
National
a
Party.
one, yes.
But let me tell you, I am looking at her very closely, and I am very close to declaring her seat as a seat for the People's National
So
Party. And
what you think about Andre? Because me and you have this discussion already and you never want to declare it. But me declare it already, I'm gonna declare it again tonight.
there is a swelling that is taking place. And all of these little seats, and I'm not going to do it tonight, but all of these seats that were in the column of undecided, we are very close to declare half of them, at least half of them, because of what has been happening. Remember, the budget presentation from Mark Bowling and Julian Robinson. Let us not underestimate its effectiveness on the populace. It has filled a whole lot of gap and hunger that was present among the normal man. And the People's National Party has gained maximum points for their budget presentation to the point where the people really don't want to hear what the Jamaica Labour Party has to offer anymore. And it's all about time come to see these plans of the People's National Party into implementation stage.
So make we looking at St. James now. So what do you think about Nikisha Burchell up against
Nikisha Burchell is the seat that Derek Kelly was in, right? Am I
yeah,
correct?
yeah.
That was the only seat I had. I already declared that seat for the People's National Party. That was the only
You
seat.
didn't declare it the last time, man. You didn't tell me
Yes,
say you
man.
just not. No,
Yes,
Mr. Perry.
until so that was the only seat I declared for the People's National Party, the Derek Kelly seat, and no other seat I can declare. And I say I declare two for the Jamaica Labour
No,
Party.
Mr. Perry, the last time I have a conversation, anybody from the live can remind me. You were saying you're not declaring any of the seat in St. James yet, but you are
Ex-
looking at them. So you put
Except for the
Nikita
seat.
Burchell and when you call the list again, you did put it on. You did have a thing, like a wait list, something like that, you said.
Let's see.
So you never
One
really,
to what?
and me declare it.
One
And
to what?
remember, at that point, I declare Andre Art against Malawi phone, and I declare Nikisha Burchell. I say you put them on a wait list.
When it was clear that Nikisha Burchell was in Derek Kelly's seat, I told you that the only seat in St. James that I can declare for the People's National Party is
Albert Reed. I like how Albert have it. Albert, that's exactly what we think to. That we're going to get Nikisha Burchell. I am giving Andre and me declare them way out. Me declare them seat a long time. But more that we get to it now, I am seeing pressure reach Eli Clark in a central.
yes. It is easier to get Ed Bartlett's seat than to get Horace Chang's seat. And it should have not
Me not really feel like me not take away Oris Strong seat. You're the three seater, me say Eli Clark, Marlene Malawi Ford, and Omar Davis.
the Kelly seat is a seat I am comfortable with, but I am saying that in recent times there's a swell, and so this seat is the seat for
I
Andre
said saying the only seat them I get well,
and
the next time when we come back and buy, we see. Remember, we keep saying that as we get closer, we're going to see more clearer. They will do that. So I'm not going to take with Ed Bartlett seat tonight. But if we look good at the local government election, let me look back on it. Since we are in the parish of St. James, uh, let's look. And we are seeing a swelling coming up. So that is the reason why we are declaring more seats as we get closer to the election. Um, we look back at the last election. We know everybody are gonna pull out everything in the general election. All the old people them off of the bed, them are gonna take them out. All in the hospital. So we know how that will go. Bartlett and Chang won't lose. Nikisha, Andre, and Janice will win. It seems like all of us on the same part tonight. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere, guys. We are on the same part tonight. That's exactly how I am looking at it. Anything else can happen, anything else come a bonus. So would you be in agreement with that? Let me look for the parish of St. James and we can have a clearer look, even though we're going to.
which seat I'm having hopes for. Which seat I'm having hopes in recent times because of the swelling that has taken place, Auntie?
Uh,
The Derek Smith seat.
we soon come out this summer. We're not reach up this yet, man. We're not reach up this yet, but we are come right there. Make we finish in All right. So the St. James Central, right? That we're looking at now with Janice Allen. And you know, one of the things that why we can't have a clearer look, the candidate was not yet there when the local government election ran. So they came in after. And it's the same thing with Paul Patmore, but we are seeing a swelling for Paul Patmore. Same thing we are seeing for Janice Allen. Now, the same Vernon,
And
Richard
same thing.
Vernon, him
And
get
same.
1,000, he get the most vote, 1,311, where PNP get 831 without somebody was there.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the Salt Spring division, it was there were there's not a lot of big margin of vote.
Yeah.
So she have a good chance there. We see where it's turning. Then when you look on St. James East Central, I don't know which one. Oh, I think this one is for East Central. Is that one for Marlene Malawi Ford, right? Oh, you're having a cup of tea, Auntie St. James decoration. What do you mean by that? All right. So look at this now. For the Rosal Division, East Central St. James. Wanna tell me, if me I say it right. Shang as his constituency and a spell. No normal people can be experiencing what kind of life in a place and don't want change. You're perfectly right, Delia. The bus is spelled for you. Bartlett. Oh, so Bartlett is East Central. But Bartlett, hold on a minute. Make we look at the seat of good people. When I may say we don't want the one that may lose more than the one that we are winning, Because
Somebody
look at
said
it.
Williams Bartlett lost one of his division in the local government election in 2024.
Yes, summertime.
Yes, thank you for
And
that.
when you look at the most one you have a bigger margin in is Rosal. Spring Mountain, 1,303 to PMP 1,198.
And just, Auntie, excuse me 10 minutes, 10 seconds, please.
All right. So that is for Janet, for good night. JLP will run a lot of money in St. James because they know the tide is against them. A lot of people are planning for taking money and vote them out, saying well, this is a problem there. I think they have a fear with it this time because they do it in their local government and they need to work how they want it. So that's why I see them are trying patch road and give out water and give out black tank and do all kind of nonsense. St. James Northwestern. I think that's I think that's the one for I mean, that's a know them, Oh, so West Central are the one we look at. West Central, Chang may get a wake up call. Anything is possible. If we have a repeat of 1989, anything is possible. PNP won 2 of the division. In Marlin, Malawi Ford, West Central. PNP won the Mount Salem, PNP won the Granville division. And she only won Spring Garden division. So I declare that one for I know me like about it that Andre Arton didn't leave the people. When he lost in 2020, he did not leave. He stayed there and nurtured himself into it. Chang is Northwest. Chang is Northwest. Oh, him win all of him, see them. You know, so they don't win them by no only from. You say for PNP really campaign and put some effort in it. Malawi for done, man. Trust me, it'll be a surprise if she win. But all them know so she not win back. Because them did a plan for change her. That's why you say them well want on the country in a republic for do what they want do and change up it. and turn Portmore in a parish and all kind of nonsense. That's what they want to do. No sensible Jamaican should vote. No, you're right, Pat. The man come out with the back. We say when I see thing, we say, no man, how more deceptive on can be. People should have never vote for no, not too deceptive.
We,
So for now, we're going to close and say we'll take 3 out of St. James tonight. Do you want me to affirm that, Mr. Perry?
So Nikisha Burchell is 1, Janice
And
Allen is 2, and Andre
Andre,
Archer is 3.
yeah, for now.
I am comfortable with those declarations.
All right, so we're declaring from 1 to 3 tonight. Everybody agree? Yes, this all right. So now we're gonna skip over to Trelawney. We don't declare not. What are you saying tonight now and South?
Prior to tonight, my declaration on South Trelawney was that it is marginal but clinging to the Jamaica Labour Party. That has shifted somewhat, and I still have it as marginal but clinging to the People's National Party.
But you're not gonna declare it yet.
No, I'm not going to declare it, but
I think as we get closer, we're seeing what is happening. But I'm seeing a swelling. I am seeing Paul Patmore going to make an upset, but we're not declaring it yet.
that is certainly not impossible. Certainly not impossible.
Him doing well, man, and him
Yeah.
getting support on the ground, and that is it. And when you say labor right and change over and make themselves clear so them a change, you see something going on. Something is happening. All right. So we are done in a so we've done Hanover, we declare Hanover, we declare Westmoreland, we declare 3 out of St. James. So now we up over back to St. Elizabeth. I know you never want, but that ear say it a swell up there. Oh no, notice the fly green gets soft and quiet nowadays. Oh no, she say quiet. Oh no, I mean never not observing them. Fly green get very quiet. Why fly green gets so quiet? Miranda Wellington is surging ahead of him. So what do you say? What do you say tonight?
There are St. Elizabeth, I think, have 5 seats, and I am seeing 3 there for the People's National Party now.
In St. Elizabeth, how much seat on there?
I think there's 5. Check it now. Let's check it.
Let me check it. I think it's 4, but let me check it.
Yeah, check them.
I think it's 4. I could be wrong, but I tell you now. All right, so we have Northeastern, we have Northwest, we have Southeastern, and we have Southwest. A 4-man, 4 constituency.
Okay.
Yes, 4 constituency in St. Elizabeth. Now, the Southwest is where trouble did it for Fly Green.
Floyd Green is in problem.
In my problem.
No, he's in problem.
He's in problem. He's in problem from the local government election.
Zulika Jess. Who she up against?
So one man named Slowly.
Yes, slowly gets slow.
It gets slow. One of the way they're gonna keep meeting the people. Slowly gets slow. That's
And
not
there's a 3rd
Eastern.
seat. You know, say 1 seat, I'm not sure of. Who was JC Hutchinson's seat?
Patricia, the one lady. I hear she's doing well, but we're not gonna declare yet. She's going up. JC not running back, so it's 2 school teacher run. But I learned that she had do well on the ground.
All right, I can't call that seat, but the
No,
others.
I agree with you. I won't call that seat.
Zulika Jess and Miranda, and who's it? What?
But remember that the Blue Dot poll said that
Norman Scott. Isn't that
Norman Scott? And Witter.
Who's Norman going up against? Witter?
Witter, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
Yes, man, those are the three I am declared
Let me
for the
look at
people.
the numbers in the local government. That's not east, south. No. It's southeastern. I think that area is the one with Malvern, Myersville, and Southfield, and Junction. Don't have to tell me if I get them right. Southeast, St. Elizabeth. Oh, one principal lady in Hutchins seat for no. Is the lady is the PNP and the man for the GLP are two principal. You're saying with a margin bigger than yeah, with a margin bigger than, but since it's after the election, but I learned that they me are the well in the constituency. That's why you see all kind of sitting there going in it. You can't know when something are going for the ground in it until you see some rebellion start. So I think we're going to come out with 3 out of St. Elizabeth at the end of the day.
3 out of 4. Only JC Hutchins' seat I am not comfortable with as yet.
As yet. So as we get closer, we'll look at it.
Yes.
All right. So we skip back over to St. Anne now. St. Anne, what we do with St. Anne's now?
Lisa Anna's seat is safe.
Yeah.
And the 2 girls, the swell will push them into the column of
I'm going to say
declaration.
something to you, and a lot of people may not agree with me tonight. Do you know that I am seeing Danishka swelling more than the girl going at the constituency? I like people just gravitate to her like this.
She's swelling, man. She's swelling.
She's swelling in the constituency now.
Her
Short
river
man of
is
time.
swelling.
It's
You
like
know what,
it's like people just love her so.
And to understand what I mean, it's when you ever experience or see a river swelling and just taking over every year, anywhere it goes, it takes it over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. As that swelling, river swelling is taking place.
Yeah. The other young lady, our mom was on the show one of these nights. Gabrielle is doing well too, she's doing well. But I mean, for some reason, I can start to feel what's something there for the girl named Danishka.
Yes, Danishka Oman Drive. But I had them in as marginals swaying to the PNP. But tonight I want to declare those 2 along with Lisa Anna's seat. So I'm declaring 3.
You declare them tonight?
Yes, I'm declaring. I'm telling you this, there's a swelling anti. And there cannot be that this 13-point lead at least. And I am not coming out with some declaration.
Well, when you hear you talk like this tonight, you know, so something going wrong with the labor right then for true, because you never want to declare them and you declare them tonight. You're one step ahead of me in St. Anne.
I have no choice. My ears is on the ground. I know what is happening on the ground.
Yeah. So you're saying that we are going to take 3 out of St. Anne?
3 out of St. Anne.
Let me hear what the people on the live is saying. We don't want to be here talking and type in. Do you agree with our declaration tonight out of the parish of St. Anne that the People's National Party, Danishka, will overthrow main after main and show him in the bush? What do you think? Katina say yes. Gabriel has worked hard. The people are loving Gabby. Danishka will win. I'm seeing the girl them coming like it's just like you don't want to give credit tonight. And I don't know if Dr. Dayton Campbell may hear this video. Dr. Dayton Campbell been following on a long while. I think you may know me by my name by now. I've been following you from the challenge with Peter Bunting and Peter Phillips. And I see all that you have gone through. I've seen when the resistance came out and how they tried to mar your name in order to stop you. But I want to use this opportunity to say we should give Dr. Dayton Campbell a good shout out tonight. You know why? I think he makes a brilliant choice as a Gen Sec. The candidates are super. What do you say about that?
That goes without saying, Auntie. That is so true. Dayton Campbell is a gem. I remember in the Senate.
Shala, lead is saying, Shala, I am seeing something there to girl. That's why they can't move the old man because they say if they, anybody then put there, the guy are gonna beat them. So you're following something and you're looking at it. Thank you for that observation, Shala.
Yes, time come, the river is in spate. But true, happening
We
a
are
whole lot,
seeing it
a
more
whole
and
lot
more.
of the same things happening at the same time. A
Yes,
whole lot of
yes.
people just gravitating towards the People's National Party, and thanks to the Jamaica Labour Party and their um puppy show government.
Papi show government, man. We have to take back some of our sanity in the parliament. Too much nonsense. All right, so that's it for Trelawney now. No, for St. Anne. So we're going to skip back over to the other parish, which is Manchester. Now I'm hearing something come out on TikTok. I take my ears and hear Rhoda saying that her number. I'm hearing some of them I said Donovan Mitchell cannot win Central Manchester. And we cannot win Ardleshire seat, but then we give it. We may can win too. What are your take in Manchester? Is there any shift in your opinion?
Sure, there's a little shift. In the last prediction I had, the Jamaica Labour Party winning the Ardleshire seat. The river swell. The river is in a
Riverside.
spate. The river is in a spate. So a large amount of people just decide that they're going PNP. River swell.
So you're saying we're going to take the four of them out of Manchester.
For in Manchester.
So what about
Auntie,
the
auntie,
threat that they're saying
we're
Rhoda
seeing,
will
we're
pose to
seeing,
Donovan Mitchell?
we're seeing a landslide cooking in the pot. They are talking about loading. We're not now load because that computer can crash. Wood fire this thing and cook pan. So gas can done.
I would fire to cook pan,
Wood
right?
fire, gas can done, coal can done, and we have a whole heap of wood.
Wow.
But a landslide is boiling in the pot. You
So,
understand?
but let clear up on the ear, make everybody hear it. So this thing that Rhoda over TikTok I talk about, she gonna beat Donovan Mitchell. How do you justify it now? Because we want to make sure.
She cannot sound defeated. So she has all right to come out in an optimistic way. But the record on the ground, from local government election to the swelling that is taking place, Rhoda or road no repair.
Our road no repair. All right. So we're going with all of St.
All
So
of all of Manchester gone.
all of Manchester. So all right. So we skip over now to Clarendon. Clarendon is very tedious. The last time we were in Clarendon, before you go any further, we were only saying Luton Cousins and Richard Azan. Those were the two that we take out and we did put the rest of them. How are you seeing them tonight? There are five constituencies in Clarendon.
Wavell Steel himself said there are three. Wavell, Hines, Cousins, and Azan.
So what about Sian Barneswell and up against Charles Jr.?
Put that one on hold.
You put that on hold. The next one, Nesta Morgan up against.
That one is also on hold. Those two are the two that are on hold. But the other three, River
No, man,
Swell.
no, hold on. We are doing it wrong. A six. We don't forget to Central, Clarendon.
Oh, Mike Henry's side.
Hold on, let me make sure, man. I think a six constituency in
Yes,
Clarendon.
because I think we never put in Mike Henry in it. And I
Yeah, we
don't
know they put in Mike Henry.
So it's 3-3. I have a 3-3 for my
So you have a 3-3 for now. Hold on. Before you move there, me look for Clarendon. 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 Clarendon Central. So we
I
leave that
see.
one out. We leave that one out. Them not
I
them
think
definitely.
anyone I'm leaving out right now, really, JLP are going to get most of those. So I'm really declaring the one that I see there's no way that JLP can win these. So I'm just declaring them for the PNP based on how I'm seeing it now. Yes, Albert Rick said 3 seats for the comrades in Clarendon, and that is where my
So
prediction
we
is.
take 3 for tonight. But when we come back, we may have a different vision because I'm still watching Southeast,
Sure, sure.
Because I am still want to pull Cian Barneswell for beat Charles this time.
Well, let us see how much the river is swelling now.
No, so you said the one with Morgan and Audrey Dixon, we put that on hold. That is
Yeah,
Clarendon, North
sure,
Central, Chapelton,
sure.
Rock River, and Moko. So we put
Yes,
that on hold. Yeah, so we put them 3 there on hold.
we can
All
move
right?
it to St. Catherine now then.
Yeah, St. Catherine now.
St. Catherine was overwhelmingly 6 for the PNP, 3 from Portmore, Damian Crawford, Natalie Garvey, and Denise Daly. So those 6 remain with the People's. Those 6 will be in the column of the People's National Party,
So we're
where the
taking 6 out of St. Catherine.
yeah, but the PNP would have picked up 2 additional because they currently have only 4. They currently have the Raymond Crawford
A
seat,
4 we have, or a 3 we have now. We have
4 Raymond Crawford seat, Natalie, Denise, and Fitz
no
Jackson.
man, no. We not have Raymond seat, Remember said Terry Long have
Raymond Crawford,
Raymond Crawford. Where you get Raymond Crawford
not
from,
Raymond,
brother?
sorry, Damian Crawford, man.
Damian Crawford. Yes,
Sorry.
that's the seat where Hugo Graham have. That a
Right,
Bobby
yes.
Ticker still
Right.
old seat.
Yeah,
Him
that's
win
a
all
seat.
support council. That's a safe seat. Um, Natalie Nita go win back her seat.
Right. Denny's gonna win back.
And Denny's daily. So a 3 with up, So now we're gonna pick up back
Three and
Terry.
one,
We're gonna pick up back no, the 3 or 4 with up. We forget Fitzjack.
Mhm.
We're gonna pick up back
2 more.
Alfred guys are gonna beat. We're gonna get back them 2 seat there.
Right.
So
So
that's
we
gonna
end
make
up,
it 6. So that's the 6 we're going to get.
that's right. So we'll just increase by
But
2 in Central.
we may get a surprise because I am learning also that I'm gonna walk over upper northeastern.
Well, with currency,
Yeah. The
okay.
woman did up on her foot every day going and she's from the community and she doing well. Numbers are swelling up to but I don't know if it cross the mark. So we leave that for now.
That's right. And remember, the river is flowing, so anything is possible.
Yeah.
I agree with the time come, but I leave that for another day.
Paulette Swirbby saying Charles seat, not safe. I think you want to say safe there. Yeah, but we have to leave and the sister we'll come back more and more. I find out a safe you want, right? As we go, as the day goes by, we are getting closer. All right. I love that. So
Mhm.
now we end now. Let's clear St. Mary before we come to Kingston and St. Andrew. Let's clear St. Mary. The last time you never 2-1 declare. Oh, which one? A Bobby seat already the other one.
Um, yeah, I wasn't too sure. I was comfortable with Maurice guy's seat. Um, who's the new person? I don't remember the name of the new person. But Woodbine,
One moment. One moment.
I think is Omar.
George is saying, oh, we not say nothing about Christopher Tufton seat. The seat them one not here recall because we'll leave them. We not declare them tonight. As time goes by, we'll get a better understanding. Because we don't want to greedy, man. Because we don't want to make believe. We want to have more, we want to be seeing it more clearer, have a clearer vision of where it is heading. So we don't really want to come. As you notice that each time we come, then we will add or we will say this the one. But for now, we left Christopher Tufton, we left Babsy Grange, we left Currency and Morris, we left Wilmington and we left Andrew Wheatley. So we left them with 5 of them seats. in
And
St. Catherine.
those are the seats the JP will have to spend some money to retain too. So if they don't pay
Not
attention
all
in
of them,
those
though.
things,
Not all of them.
not all
They're
of
not
them.
for, I don't think they have to spend for Central St. Catherine. Andrew
No.
Wheatley, so they not have to spend. If they want me may have a little challenge, I just see my run up in big mouth.
Auntie, and don't be
Parents,
surprised.
parents are going to have to spend some money.
Don't be surprised if some of those people think that they're safe might have to end up start spend some money 3 o'clock when they get the internal count.
Yeah, when they get the count. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So that is it.
I
So
agree with you,
we
Mr.
stick with that
Brown.
for now, people. People, everybody, thank you guys. Those who just joined in, welcome to the channel tonight. Hear me good. We don't want to be too greedy. We're seeing the swelling, not care where the jail do. It is swelling for the People's National Party. But what we don't want to do is to just so greedy and say, no, we want to do it in a more constructive way that we have a better, clearer vision. So for now, out of St. Catherine, we'll take 6 and we'll give 5 to the JLP. Oh, so now we get back to St. Mary. Or do you declare it tonight? Because the last time you only want to take Central and you leave the other 2 and waiting list. What are you saying now?
They have been removed off the waiting list and they are now in the column of the People's National Party.
So you take them off of the waiting list. So we can confirm it tonight that the 3
Yeah.
seats in St. Mary will go to the People's National Party.
All right, Auntie, this is the time expire. You know, you see the music turn back up now. I can't cuss them. They give me a good hour and a half.
All right, go on. Me not hear it yet, so make we continue, see if we can
Yeah,
run
all
through that.
right,
'Cause we
sure.
almost at the end. Um, all
Portland
said,
2-1-1. I
which
see
one?
that
Portland.
Portland
Yeah,
one.
Portland will go 1-1.
Yeah, but ISAT is swelling more and more in.
Yeah, it's really swelling more and more.
And some of the water might run off over into the other constituency.
Over
So,
in the way, so make we see it go. But east is swelling. And they
yes.
know that man. I see the woman out I walk like hell now too.
Mm-hmm.
So
St.
swelling.
Thomas, for St. Thomas, same thing. I don't say Williams beating James Robertson. I must be honest. But Rosemary Shaw is home and dry. But I don't see James Robinson losing.
And I see something different from what you see. They are campaigning real hard for the ground in Western.
Yeah.
Obviously, people have visit Upper Western. They too, so something are going.
I sent something and I may talk to you privately on it, but I think he's going to have a tough job dealing with the police in St. Thomas, in that part of St. Thomas.
Oh, I see what you
But we
mean.
can talk to you after here. Right?
Oh yeah, we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me see what else we do now. So make we come down to Kingston and St. Andrew, the last one now.
All right, Kingston. I have a little shift in my prediction for Kingston.
You have a shift.
Yeah. I am I'm a little uncomfortable with Central Kingston, so I have removed it off the calling list. I am not calling.
Why?
Not gonna say it publicly either.
Wow.
Yeah. But not saying it's going to the Jamaica League. They have the seat, but I believe more work has to be done in Central Kingston for Mr. McGregor to rescue from the hands of the Soviet. So I can't call it for the People's National Party right now. In the same way, I can't call um what's her name, the Prime Minister's wife. I can't call that one either.
You can't call Earth. Why? From when me
Um,
talk about
it's
this
too
and you
close
still
to
can't
call for
call
me.
it?
It's too close to me. It's too close to call. Central Kingston for me is too close to call. Andrew Holness' wife seat is too close to call. Faber Williams' seat is definitely a seat that PNP is going to win. And I'm not going to tell you the reason why you got to unpub.
Well,
There are
me
some
start
things we may have
start
to just
going.
hold back on, but
Well, me have a
caffeine is
different.
going to help.
Me and I agree on the same level tonight with East Rural. Me,
Sure.
I declare East Rural tonight. I've been declaring it from me. You start talk about this. So I know I'm still a waiver, but I am declaring East Rural for the People's
Yes.
National Party. I am saying that Peter King will beat Juliet Bowlen. Let me tell you why.
Yes.
A lot of people up there they like this. If I should go mash up with people that are garden, people
Yes.
big against her. I don't know what she's trying to recuperate to Ghana back people. People watch her attitude in the parliament. She's a
Yes.
turner. Me don't know how you have it. Me don't know where you see make you want. Me don't say them are going to pour the dollars in. But it not going to help her.
You know, if truth be told, from my heart,
Yeah.
I would love Juliet and her husband lose their seats. I would love the two of them lose their seats. In this big seat loss that is going to take place, I would love to see Juliet Holness and Andrew Holness in the seat loss. I wouldn't want to see them back in parliament. None of them.
Well, me know. Well, but anyway, me leave your opinion. You know, so when me and I agree, me going to tell you about you say, all right? So,
Yeah.
Del right, Chuck.
That one, I would normally have it save JLP. No, that is now in the toss-up.
Okay.
I can't declare it for the JLP. It looks like about 12 to 15 seat the JLP look like I'm going to take,
12 to 15
I
seats.
don't see the JLP taking more than 15 seats in this election.
Chuck seat a toss up.
Yes, truck
Wait,
seat have become a toss-up seat.
it's a toss up. Yeah, man, on the thumbs up. No, man, I tell me, say we have so much over here and then I give it a thumbs up on the line. We should have done over 100 already, man. I want to
Really,
deal.
team come, you feel like a joke, man, man.
Right, you have a joke. Time come. Why you say that?
Bless up Andrew, bro.
Good night, Andrea. Why you say that time come? Rowan, you have a joke tonight. Jokes tonight. All right. Tell me if you're not hearing the sound in the background of Rowan. No, Desmond, man, you can't want to take everything. You don't want the house for unbalance. We want a couple little people for object. That's what make it go. Good night, Diane. Tell me if you not hear the sound in the background. I only me hear it in a run. So here we do. I don't know if the audio is perfect. Time come. I say it perfect. All right. No, somebody say yes. Somebody else I say greeting. Me just never home. Will be lifted. All right. Understand. Wait, I am now. Greeting, comrade. Good night to all the comrade who just coming in. Oh, the St. Thomas see them. We give them 1-1 for now. As time gets closer, we will know. But hey, something I go on for the ground up at St. Thomas. I tell you still in a run. Yeah. So you say no, you're not taking a Bigfoot seat yet. So we are living
You
at
know,
that.
I'm for the big foot. Me want she lose, I want her to lose. But I'm going to wait.
You're going with. All right. Del right, Chuck. Where's about Del right, Chuck?
Toss up, toss up. Wait and see.
Wait and see. We're going to see look near. Carl Samuda.
Toss up, wait and see.
All right. Derek Simit, Son C.
Hmm. Hmm. That one there? Hmm. All right. If there's going to be a surprise, it will be that seat. If there's going to be a seat that people said, PNP really win that one there? It's going to be that seat.
So you said
That's
Trouble
all
did it.
I am not declaring it for the PNP.
But Trouble did it.
What trouble there?
East West Rural, Cuthbert Flint.
We don't have John Garden where they know.
Oh, I forget, so you didn't declare that already.
You know.
Stacey take where that from. Hey, trouble there, you know. And that's why I see them a crawl out of the hole all over the place and go and let them a look place for later.
Trouble
Trouble
there,
there.
them.
Trouble there,
Trouble
man.
there.
Yeah, trouble there. Trouble there. Portland, we give them 1-1. We take Eastern and give them the West for now. But we know Isaac same in for the win and he not lose. That's when a man tell us him I win him, I win.
Isaac Garden.
So you hear him say, you hear Isaac say, I win him, I win. You when a man have that frame of mind and he up on the ground every day. You know, see man move and live a Portland, so sure say man serious. The man move and live in Portland. That means the man serious about what he do.
Yeah, Albert Rick said some would have said seat is safe, and I may want to believe you.
We never declare it neither. We never declare. We put all of them for all. Good evening, cooking with Elaine. Northwestern, St. Andrew, gone. Northwestern. I'm going to Northwestern again. Sian Spence is saying, looking good in Northwestern. Derek Simit see toss up. Oh, Joan Gardner. Mr. Perry declare it for Joan Gardner Webley. Me and him have a little difference with it from day one. Me, him want forget Gillette all necessary. When me said, me don't prefer if any of the Gillette would have went back, it would be Gillette, Cuthbert Flint, but not Gillette Allness. So me and him have a difference with that. So as time goes by, we'll see. Derek Smith barely get 1,800. Ethne Miller in Northwest St. Andrew. Yeah, I know say she in there. She have birthday today, you know. Happy birthday to her if she listening. Dwayne Smith gone. Cuthbert stronger than all. Any day that me say Cuthbert Flint is stronger, I no can tell me. With the numbers, she's stronger than Gillette Olney.
So Anthony, when I had given my prediction on the seat count initially, I said that the People's National Party will get at least 36 seats. There were 9 seats that were in the holding area that I could not declare.
Yeah, but you actually almost give away them tonight. So that would take up to 45.
Tonight, I had pulled all 9 seats over to the People's National Party, and that takes up their tally to 45.
Yeah, 45.
And that would leave the Jamaica Labour Party with 80.
Somebody is asking if can answer all and say, believe it or not, the PNP is going to sweep all seats in St. Thomas, Portland. And say, Mr. Marsh, I don't you know, but can we see the swelling that take place? Mr. The man, you don't see the central, the guy keep a meeting. The place black off in the man. I mean, because I said they come right, they wake up. You know when they wake up on ants nest, I saw the PNP people them in a they anxious until they can't wait for the election card. I when you see this type of anxiety and the people in the mood, you know say something will go well. O'Neill is saying it's a sing sweet.
But honestly, Auntie, though,
yeah,
there are some parliamentarians that I really want to see the backup.
Name them.
Huh?
Name some of them when you want to see back in the
Warmington.
Huh?
Everald Warmington is one.
Everald Warmington, I agree with you. If not forget back in our parliament. Who else?
Babsy Grange.
Why you don't say Babsy Grange?
She's coming from a type of old school politics, in as much as she might be changed, but I think she represents a type of old school politics that the new political order must rid itself of.
So you say Babsy Grange forgot. Well, me I say she forgot because of her aging. She's 79 now. she should be out of the parliament and go relax.
Also.
So that's the reason. I don't really have anything against her otherwise. I just think she should have just give up now.
Yeah. Darrell should go.
So you say Everall Warmington, Babsy Grange.
Yeah, Darrell Vaz.
Darrell Vaz.
I think Desmond has got his time too.
Desmond.
Yeah. Persons who don't offer much substance to the
so
parliament.
So Andrew Holness, you're afraid for call him, then for come out of parliament, brother.
Oh, that I said it earlier, both him and his wife.
Them not to sit back parliament. Them not to sit back the parliament. Jamaica people, them not to sit back the parliament. Them behavior is rotten.
They must be sentenced to political hell.
Yeah, man, they not to sit back in politics. And Jamaica people not to open up on the eye, man. This is not about great shit. We're talking about the common decency in the parliament. It's gone. It's gone, people. Huh?
Bird Flynn. We need to see the end of her.
Yeah, man, she have a bad behavior too, and Terry Lang too. We write them out already, have we?
Yeah. The chairman from down at Westmoreland. We don't need him in the parliament. The man will use chair and beat the woman.
Oh, yeah, you know, don't say me will come out already, because all over here get beaten down.
Yeah, but he's presently in there now. He's presently an MP, so these are the persons who want out. They should not return.
George Wright must not get back in the parliament.
Right, should not get back. Dalrymple.
South Shalani people, and you're under the panel line. And I should have never ever go to the polling station and put an X for Mrs. Dalrymple. You know why? She was very dishonest. And she can't console nobody else. Because she come out and say she was not guilty.
Weekly.
And after a big thing, you know, the record is there. And then at the end of the day, the woman accepts that she's guilty.
Weekly should not be in the parliament.
Should not. When they should even think about not care. Hey, people don't wake up. People don't wake up. She not go back in the parliament. The woman resign, come back. Listen, up here drama that go by and go on in our country still. A time for people up in the eye. The woman resign. They spend back how much $1 million to put her back in there at the end of the day. The woman go confess that she knows that she's guilty. When you just say you're guilty and nobody go back. You hear? I hear your music loud now, Ron. So maybe I'm gonna make you stop.
Yeah, because I don't want compromise the quality of the thing.
Yeah, me hear it. So I don't know if maybe you I don't know if it will sound so loud if you call or talk or me hear it. So
still gonna sound loud. But what I'll do, I'll continue type in the chat. But we almost reached 2 hours because this is my thing is saying 107 minutes. So I'm almost sure with the next 30 minutes it would start echo anyway.
Yeah. So you can go and type in. You continue.
It was a good night.
Yes, a good night, and I must say,
views.
Somebody saying the music is not too bad, but you see, I don't want to jeopardize. I hear it a while ago, and I hear the song. Anyhow, the algorithm pick up like them, I send me a strike.
Yeah. It looks like somebody
Yeah, thank you for being here, and it was my pleasure.
Yeah, it's my pleasure also being there. It's always my pleasure to spend the Saturday night during the hours of 7 to 9 with this lovely family. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and see you next week, Saturday, if God's willing. Bless you.
God bless you too. All right. All right. Thanks. Still seeing you. So time come. You are calling and share your point about it. You are saying good analysis, Rohan, but you overestimated. In what area you think is overestimated in time come? Marvin McLean, good night. Talk to me, no man, and talk to me, man. In what era time come? All right. In the analysis that has been given, anybody that is not in agreement, type in the eras in which you think we may err, type it in. No, but some of them you can clearly see time come. But which one do you think we talk about that maybe we shouldn't declare it? Central Clarendon time come to vote for Carla. All right, so we didn't declare Central Clarendon because we know it is not an easy seat to win. Not that it is impossible, but we did not declare it. Oh, say Mike Henry, Warmington, Darrell Vaz, Flint, Nesta, Dalrymple, Babsy, Montague. It means that they what you actually I say Ferris Lee, the all of them almost need for just go. So the only thing we can look at, they're not gonna left by themselves. All we need to do is to do get them vote out. You see this finger? This is the finger. You see this finger here? It can get rid of all of them. Once the election is called and we have that anticipation to go and vote them out. Paul is a true run. Don't want to deal with it publicly. Remember, it's just a reasoning. It's a reasoning. We're reasoning and we are look at it, but we are seeing some things. So you may see something differently, but the PNP is surging ahead of the GLP. The GLP know that too. That's why they're not calling the election. They are trying everything they can do to see how much they can garner back some support. To see how much they can garner back some support. Very tricky. We never call that. The chairman. Why chairman? We say 300 labor right over. As long as them not come concern at the disrespectful. Them know so they in a trouble between all the labor right, they know they in a problem. They know man. I think they realize it now. You notice they're not here only for third term alone, like in our day. You notice they're not the labor right, they know there's something go wrong. Because I hear one of them on TikTok was saying, boy, the reason I can start up a TikTok and realize said the GLP need more bludgers. The PNP are outdo them on the social media platform. So him sit down and say, I just start do something. Yeah, man, we did done say him already. None of the JLP members should return to Parliament because none of them stood up and speak out all the corruption. You're right with that, Sanya. I agree with you. They embrace it. None of them came out and said, no, it is not acceptable. So I agree with you. You're saying, me gone low? Are you hearing me, guys? So Arville is saying you're gone low. Tell me if you're hearing me. Type in the comment, yes or no. Let me type it, because maybe you're not here. My phone gone low or is anti-volume. Oh, somebody's saying, well, I don't know. It's okay, dear. Arville is saying very low, far away. I don't know what is happening. You know, look like him going to give up neither too. You're hearing it, but it's low. I don't know what's going wrong. We notice anytime we catch 2 hours, it either start break up or it get low or whatever. So you're saying, let me see if we can talk up louder. And the volume is up. The volume gone. Oh my goodness. Alright. Andrew get mad with me. Alright, hold on there. Let me see where I'm going here. 1 minute, let me see what tell me if you not hear me a little better now. Pegasus catch you on the end. Well, at least we get to go through most of our war. Somebody said right here in your but you're low. Diarty JLPC Western Central Clarendon Wilmington. Tell me if you not hear me any better now. Boy, I don't know where I'm going. It's kind of like a time I catch right side down. You not hearing me? Little better. Only seat that is sure for JLP is bush rat. Yes, little better now. All right, little better. Everybody saying little better. All right. So you're saying Chelsea, Andrew Oles has squandered all his political capital and is diminished and finished. Yeah, man. Him gone, him gone, him gone, him gone. Him gone. Well, all right. We can pump water uphill. I don't know what happens every time as we catch near 2 hours. We realize that either we are here field back. All right, Donnie said it's louder and clearer. All right, so I was saying before you never hear, I was saying in our analysis, what is it that we have said that you think maybe is not practical to happen in declaring some of the seats? Did you believe our analysis tonight was good? Type a yes or a no. We will be continuing on this, as the days get closer, we will have a better and a clearer understanding of what is happening. All right, guys. There's every good thing have to come to an end. I wish I could stay with you, but this system. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you that come out tonight and partake with it. Remember to thumbs up the live before you go. I do love and appreciate every bit, every moment. Andrew know good well him cannot win the election, and that's why he been not to call it. Him know man. If him could have win, he would have called the election already. Him know man. That's why I say them a try. Right now, if they can stretch you out to next year, that they want. Them a try everything. I remember them come out and say, them not hand over the country to PNP and all kind of madness. Remember, So we know all of them things then. So before I go, I want to make sure all of you guys, make sure you have a voters card ready. Make sure you know which PD you for the election. I don't want to run up and down all over the place and look for one to go vote. You can know ahead of it. Those people will come on and canvas them so can tell you where your PD there. Even though sometimes you know them I use a trick, they may switch it. But make up on your mind so you have to find which part under there. Where you say, Harvey, live a friend. Was on point. Thank you, Albert. Thank you. So we're going to keep the momentum going as much as we can. This is our little contribution, to come out. And we wish all the candidates well. We wish all the young people well. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. What I like with the PNP is that we have a good mixture. We don't have too much all one. We have in between and we have young one. It's a good look on the future of the People's National Party. Look good for the future. I really love it. I really love what Dayton Campbell is doing in the secretarial part of the party. And we will reap good success from this if we just continue to pull together. Share the word. Convince a labor right. Where everyone our task is? Convince a labor right. Convince one labor right. You must convince one labor right. Reason with your neighbor, man. We don't have to quarrel out. Reason with them and show them the points. Tell them we need a leader that when you look at it, you see integrity. It must be can certify. It must can declaring asset. Yes, some good candidate. It's a good slate of candidate that the People's National Party have. So, oh Lord. Hey, tomorrow evening, I am going to come on tomorrow evening. You know why? I can't wait till Monday to talk about it. We are going to watch everything we are going on Westmoreland. We say get the likes to 200. They should have bring it up, man. We could have gone 200 if them everybody did thumbs up the library coming. But you know, you live right there, not thumbs up. Never can listen. Anyway, Thank you too. Thank you, girl. Hear this. We are gonna listen tomorrow and any local news we don't get on the Senate. We have to talk about it. So maybe about in the 4:35. All being well and God spare my life, I say tomorrow. Generally me come talk, but we're gonna talk about we're gonna say who win. We're gonna say who will win tomorrow. If I Garfield James or Moreland wins. But before me go, let me ask you now, who do expect will win tomorrow in the runoff down at Western Westmoreland? Garfield James or we say Robert Chin moved to Clarendon. I which part of Clarendon him a go run? I never hear that the news time come. I have to go look on it. Thank you, McIntosh. O'Neill said James. Let me see if vote them come in before we go. James or Wilson. Who you think will win tomorrow? One vote gone for Southwest. Southwest. Going, oh Lord, that don't make no sense. James will steal it, auntie. So 3, what? 4 for James. So what go on here? It look like I don't know what going on the ground. 5 for James. So what I say? So nobody now bring. I mean, one I carry Moreland Wilson. A Moreland may I carry still there? Morgan Wilson need to just walk away. The people don't want him and he will not win. Well, him me want to win. Me the business one no want say. A Moreland Wilson me want to win. Ask me why me want him to win. You know why me want him to win? Pat, a Moreland me want to win. You know why they want to change Moreland? It's because Moreland cannot win here and here. So why would I don't want the man who can win my party for stadium? Me not vote me not support James. Me sorry. Yeah, that's what I said. When them send him gone to Southwest, I know saying he can't win. That's a foolishness. Me, I support Moreland Wills to win. Maybe tomorrow when we come. Remember all I know we say, you know, and I'm surprised, you know. You see when people sneaking and not talk much, don't play with them. Don't play with them. We might get a surprise tomorrow. Most of them talk about Moreland now win. Me I go stay with Moreland. Remember no, either who want win no matter me about what me say. Me I bring Moreland. So tomorrow, by 5 o'clock, they say voting I go done 4 o'clock. It's not supposed to take long for count, because I just work out. By 4:30 we're supposed to know who I winner. James will not beat Ian anyway. James can't win the PNP. I don't expect none of them to win. But me talk about the runoff tomorrow. You know, somebody got surprised. You know, some Moreland may just rise up and win James and surprise everybody. Make me watch and see how it go. And they say what? Tenants in a parlor dance, but our busybody. So we are going to busybody tomorrow and see. So for now, me one over here bring, you know, say me one, I bring Moreland Wilson. Not me Moreland Wilson look like him in a problem. I me wanna bring him. Me wanna bring him. Everybody, all I wanna say, not even one somebody that join with me and say I'm Moreland I go win. So it look like Moreland really I go lose. But me still I bring Moreland. None of them now go win. Cause it go cause a division and riff and all kind of cussing and bad word. And tomorrow night you gonna hear them on TikTok. Oh my God. Anyway, bless upon a nice clean self. Love you now. That one me realize. Me see what going on, Jennifer. But them say the delegate from St. Catherine is on James' side. No, but the delegate from St. Catherine is supposed to go down there go vote. And they're supposed to delegate them in the constituency for vote. Or what kind of something that? Then that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be fair. That's not right. That is dishonesty. Yeah, we declare it already, you know, so them can go and do what they want to do. Nora, good night. Yeah, me see where I go on, Pat. Me see them are going. But him still have little supporters out there, you know, so make we see where I go on. Anyway, big up on a nice clean self. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Until we meet again, I'm your girl Auntie Jen. Bye for now. Love you guys. Bye.